Hi guys, welcome back to my channel where we discuss biology topics and answer video questions posted by our professor that we then post on YouTube for you guys who might be seeking more information in the biology department on any particular topic. So it's a new semester and we're doing our first video, and this particular one, our professor wants us to make a little mock version of a human body and label the endocrine glands. We're then going to talk about the hormones that those glands produce, how many of them, and then we're going to talk a bit about what those hormones do. So, without further ado, don't laugh, you guys. Here's my little mock guy. Let me just get the contrast right here. Okay, I think that's it there. Okay, so this is my little mock guy labeled with endocrine glands. This is not all of them, by the way. This is just the ones that our professor requested that we label and talk about. So the first one here, we have the anterior pituitary gland, and that gland produces prolactin, and prolactin causes the production of milk. So when the baby, for new mommies, like when the baby starts to suckle, it stimulates that continuous production of breast milk in women. Let's see. Over here we have the posterior pituitary is right behind the anterior part. So the anterior part is in the front and the posterior part of the pituitary is in the back right there. So the posterior pituitary gland produces ADH and oxytocin. And ADH regulates water retention, and it's also known as a vasopressin, if I'm saying that right. Vasopressin, yeah. So it regulates water retention, and we also have oxytocin, which is a neurotransmitter that triggers labor and release of breast milk also. What else do we have here? We have the parathyroid. Where's the parathyroid? Boom, right there. So we have the parathyroid, those two little nodules right there. And the parathyroid produces PTH, which regulates calcium levels in the bones, intestines, and kidneys. On the other side of that is the thyroid, right on the other side there. And the thyroid produces calcitonin and thyroxine. And sorry, you guys, yes, calcitonin. So calcitonin controls calcium and potassium levels. And thyroxine, which is also known as T4, is the most important one of the thyroids, and it regulates your metabolic rate. Let's see, what else do we have? The pancreas. This guy here. Right? So our pancreas produces insulin and glucagon. So I'm sure most of you already know insulin lowers your blood sugar levels. Glucagon increases your blood sugar levels, right? Okay. Then we have the adrenal gland. I'm sorry guys if this contrast is like all over the place. Then we have the adrenal glands. That's the little guy right there that sits right atop, right there. Okay, so that guy produces aldosterone and cortisol. Aldosterone regulates saltwater levels. Make sure that's correct. Yes, regulate salt water levels, which regulates blood pressure. And cortisol increases our awareness of danger. They call it like the stress hormone. So whenever we get stressed out about anything and you feel like that fight or flight response is coming on, that would be the cortisol kicking in. Fun fact to remember, huh? Let's see. And I think that is it. Those are our 6 hormones and the amount of hormones they produce and what those hormones do. Again, sorry you guys for my contrast. I did the best I could. If you have any questions, post them down below. I will be sure to answer them. Stay tuned for my next video.